Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here today to take a look at merge shops, and I hope and believe we are up to part 10 now, so we're going to jump straight in with our first location. So we are beginning at Gundarhars, and as you can see it is the Goldenarena merge. Just does feature Inquisitor gear. It's all free player, which is really nice, and the armors are actually pretty cool. You can get Blessed Karok in here, and I know Karok is one of those armors that people seem to like. If you've never been here and you've got a few minutes spare, it's definitely worth checking out. You've got some huge wings that you can go along and buy. Next up, we have Join Gonnagetcha. This one is for members only, but I'm not sure if it's one of those maps where during Friday the 13th it becomes available for everyone. Don't quote me on that, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But obviously, as you can see, we have got AC tag gear in here, free player and member, and it's all themed around Saw pretty much. So that's pretty quirky, and yes, you can essentially get the guy's tricycle, although that looks more like a bicycle here. Next up, we're going to join Goose for the Goose Merge. You can speak to Cicero, and as you can see, we have more free player items. Not too many in this particular shop, but there is one of my particular favourite pets in here, which you'll see in just a moment, which will be grandhonk Goose the Grey. That was a bit of a tongue twister for me to say, but we've said it. And as you can see, obviously, Lord of the Rings reference. Sadly though, the pets are for members only. Next up, we're going to this stash shop. So this is at Join a Deerhunt. It is part of Frostival, so I'm not sure if this one's going to be disappearing, but for some reason, I missed out on it when I was doing my Frostival video, so thought, well, let's include it. We can have the odd seasonal one appearing. Let's have AC tag gear, so if there's anything you particularly like, you may as well go have a look. Hall of Classes merge at the class hall. Probably one you've walked past many times and maybe never actually gone along and opened up, so may as well show you this one. As you can see, we've got a mixture of free player and member items, loads of helms, and there is also a separate shop with some AC gear in it. However, it is proper AC gear, which you'll have to spend some money on, which I'm just going to show you because I do quite like the enchanted sets that are in here. You do get the enchanted katana, which I can only but presume will be color custom because enchanted stuff normally is. And again, we got the various helms, just variants that we saw earlier from the merge, and also the cape in there to go with it. Join Hero Lobby for the Hero Tournament merge shop. Again, this one full of free player gear. Can't remember when this came out, but you can see we've got quite a quirky animated staff if you want to go grab another animated item. Obviously, it's not going to be free storage, but again, one of those things. Now, because it exists, we've got to come here to Hero Mart. I'm not going to go through every single item in here because, well, if you'd like to have a look, feel free to. However, as you know, they use hero points, which is what you get when you buy stuff through Hero Mart, etc. But there are quite a few nice weapons. Having said that, realistically, you're only coming into this shop for one particular reason, and if you do manage to get your hands on some hero points, you're probably not going to be spending it on any of these weapons unless there's one you particularly like or you've already bought all of the classes that are available. I won't bore you with going through this one anymore, but as we said earlier, if you have no idea what this merge shop's all about, it is where you can get the Chronomancer classes if you didn't buy the calendars. Anyway, let us move on. Yet again, we are at Join Hollow Halls. As you can see, this is for members only, but it's one of those shops that you might not have been to for ages that we throw in there for a bit of nostalgia as we're going down the long winding list. Next, join Icestormarena for the Icestormarena merge. This one has some really nice icy gear, which is quite relevant at the minute with Frostival going on, so it might, you know, although you're probably changing your sets now that we're into January, it could potentially still have some gear in here that will fit nicely with some of the sets you might be putting together. Next, join a battle under D. Again, members only, but we got to show you it is a cache, and again, full of icy weapons, which is really quite cool. I do like a lot of the gear in here, and we do have a couple animated bits as well. The Ice Wizard armor is awesome. That's one of my favorite ones, probably my favorite one in this video so far. You do have some quite nice helm styles as well to go with it. We're in the Hyperium looking at the mission list, and as you can see, we're going to the Junkyard. We're accessing it this way because apparently you're not allowed to type in the map name for these J6 maps, but we're coming here because there's 3 items located within this shop full of junk items. The axe at the top was a bit different. You know, you may fancy it, you probably don't, but I gotta show you it because it exists. Next up, join MV for yet another J6 merge. And talking of J6 merges, part 11 of this series is literally going to be all J6 stuff, so I'm going to go through, find pretty much every single one that I possibly can, including some of the older maps, and then we're just going to bung it all in and see what we can find out. Anyway, lastly but certainly not least, join Akiba, have a look at Kage's shop. Yet again, members only sadly, but it's one of those that you may have walked past on your travels. Anyway folks, thank you all very much for watching. Please do leave the video a like and of course subscribe, and I'll be back very soon for another one of these ones, which as I said earlier is going to be all about J6. Until next time, have a lovely day.